To conclude our program tonight, I would like to welcome our spiritual and prayer leader here at the Muslim Unity Center, Imam Muhammad al-Masri.
Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you all. Bismillah ar-Rahim, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah, wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa ala. On behalf of everyone here at the Muslim Unity Center, on behalf of the board, on behalf of your brothers and sisters here at the center, we would all like to say thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your calls. Thank you for your friendship, text messages, for the flowers that were sent to the mosque, for the rabbis and pastors and community leaders that came here for Friday and attended the Friday sermon. And they were sitting in the back as we were performing our prayers. Thank you for your love, your care, the pouring love that you all have shown us. This does mean a lot to our community. The tragedies that continue to take place, communities like ours needs people like you. So on behalf of everyone here, I just wanted to say thank you. Not too long ago, I was given Rabbi Miller a call, Rabbi Jennifer, and other rabbis offering our support and help, offering our condolences to the Jewish community. And before that, the mass shootings that took place in Canada, the Sikh Temple, Charleston Church, and we continue to make these phone calls. And I realize that there are two forces that are relying on us. There are two forces that are relying and counting on you all. The first group is a force of love and care. Our next generations rely on our love. Our kids and families will remember this day, and it was amazing looking at families coming into the Muslim Unity Center. This is an experience that people will continue to remember. Forces of love will always remember this event and other events where people come together. And forces of hate are also counting on us. Forces of hate are counting on people like you and I, where people begin to give up. They want us to get tired. Every few months something happens. Are we getting tired of sending out those emails? Are we getting tired that we have to go and visit a synagogue or a church and offer our support? Are we getting tired of reaching out to community leaders and offering them our support and services? And so we do have to be careful, brothers and sisters, that people like you and I can never give up. People on both sides continue to rely on us. Sitting down in the church one time, I realized that there was a beautiful singer that was singing words of poetry. And along those lines that I don't fully remember, it was reminding people of coming to church as they are, beautiful lines of prayer. And I thought to myself, who wrote those lines? Lines that were able to transcend through any ethnic barriers, religious barriers, and were able to strike one's heart. And I realized that those lines were written by a Rumi, a Persian Muslim scholar in the 13th century. Many of you always teach your kids or your students the famous quote where they say, yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world, and today I am wise, and I'm changing myself. And I realized that that was also said by a woman. So there is a language beyond the language that you and I speak, which is the human language that everyone understands. You can demonstrate love without saying one word. And people can easily feel that love. People can easily enjoy the love that you and I continue to offer. So love is key. And the Prophet, peace be upon him, when he entered Medina, the first message he sent out is Ayyuhan Nas, a universal message. Feed each other. He didn't say only feed the poor. Feed one another. Come together. A universal faith where people come together and discuss personal issues. When we get together, I always remind my friends and colleagues, we don't always have to speak about interfaith. Let's speak about each other's lives. And that's what we do. And it truly builds bridges. Before we conclude, I would like to ask a few people to stand up. The first group, if I can ask Rahman, along 6 of her volunteers, representing the Oak Creek Sikh Temple and the mass shootings that took place there. Can I please ask Pastor Hines, along 9 volunteers representing the victims of the Charleston Church? Can I ask 6 representatives from the Muslim community that represent the Quebec Mosque in Canada? Can I ask Rabbi Miller to stand along 11 volunteers representing the Tree of Life? Can I ask 50 volunteers to stand up and to represent the mosque in New Zealand? Brothers and sisters, this is the human cost of bigotry, hatred, and racism. The people around you, people that walked into their places of worship, showing their love and devotion to their faith, that which they have embraced, and in cold blood, they were shot to death. People like you and I that went into their places of worship, in Bible studies, studying the Torah, entering the Sikh temple, and they were massacred in their places of worship. At this moment, I would like to ask for a commitment. And for those that are prepared to commit to this, I would request them to stand. Who is ready from this night to stand against hatred and bigotry? Please stand up. Who is ready among you all to spread the message of love, compassion, and care? Who among us today and from this evening is willing to spread the message of love, starting from their house, starting from home, with their children? Who is willing today to branch out and to reach out to their Jewish neighbors, Sikh neighbors, Christian neighbors, Muslim neighbors, extending their hand of service and love. Who among us today is prepared to defend religious liberty and to defend one another for the sake of God? For me, in front of everyone here, I commit myself and everything that I have, that I will stand at any given time to support any religious institution. And if I was called upon to stand as a security after receiving threats or calls, I am committed to protect that place of worship. And this is a commitment that I make as a Muslim Imam. And I hope all of us can stand together to make that commitment. Thank you. May God bless you all. And I hope you all are blessed.
That signals a formal close to our program. For those who would like, we do have some refreshments in the gym and the room next